Toria, you find yourself at the church. For once it's quiet in here, a little peaceful. Vincent's still downstairs, recovering, resting a bit. But the others are gone. They're off, respectively meeting with two different sets of people. But you also have a hunter laptop in your hands that you've been
I
trying to get
do.
into.
I am going to do that. The minute, though, I think that the place is empty. I was going to say undead people, but I mean, there's undead people in the rafters. I'm going to head back out to the van, grab the vial of Jasmine's blood, and bring that back in.
Okay, you're able to do so.
And then I'm going to take the laptop and gosh, I'm going to try and text Vi first.
You do get a response from Vi. Again, it's not unusual. She is off doing Bruja business.
I will take the laptop to my lab so I can keep one eye on Vincent while I'm working on it and try and crack it again.
When you get downstairs, Vincent's kind of setting up, kind of just like looking around. He seems okay now. A little loopy, like he's still like figuring out where he is, what's going on. But you're gonna go ahead and take another shot at that laptop. So go ahead and roll me another intelligence and technology.
And I don't hide from him that I'm doing it. I'll, check in him and then grab a seat. One success.
Again, this thing gives you the invalid password screen again. And you see he kind of looks over at you and goes, "Did you lock yourself out?"
Yeah. It's, asks me for a new password, every 4 weeks, and I can never remember, and because you can't use the same one that you used last time, and so then I just want to leave pieces of paper everywhere with like passwords. So, are you any good with computers?
Yeah. Oddly enough, my minor in college was a computer security. I can see if I can't get it password reset for you.
I hand it to him.
He kind of like pulls it a little close to him. Again, he can only see out of the one eye, so he's kind of like looking a little closer, but let's see how he can do on it. Did fairly well. After a moment, you see he kind of furrows his brow for a moment and then hands it back over to you, and it does have the create new password popped up on it.
Excellent. I'll create a new password. It will be Vincent exclamation point 123.
All right. And write that down. And once you submit it and you do see the screen pops up and there's folders on it. The background is the generic Windows background. But you see like folders that are all they're not labeled properly. It's just kind of like somebody just smashed on the keyboard instead of actually putting in a proper folder name.
Oh boy. I will go to, is there a web browser? I assume there's a web browser.
Yes.
I will go to the web browser and pull up the history.
The history of the person who's viewing it, they appear to use it mostly for, it's kind of a mixture of professional and then personal. So you see that they visited DoorDash a lot. There is a couple of visits to Best Buy, looking at computer parts, a couple of Google searches for like nearby firearm stores or even some addresses that match the map. Looks like they were looking at them on Google Maps. And just kind of like those generic things. A couple of trips to Amazon where it looks like they were looking at art supplies for some unknown reason.
What kind of art supplies?
Paint, looks like tape, like painter's tape. But a couple other like paintbrushes, really random stuff.
Like fine art brushes or like I'm painting the house brushes?
Like fine art brushes.
Okay. So the church address is one of the addresses on the Google Map search?
Yes. Also, the
Okay.
cat cafe down the street that you know of is your nearest kindred coterie to you guys. It's ran by Mara, the gangrel, who is really good friends with Sai, the Bruja, whose diner blew up.
Right. Which one of those is more recent? The church or the cat cafe?
The cat cafe.
Okay. So they're going backwards in order of operation and where next? Or because the cat cafe is more recent, they're next?
There is
I will.
another address in there in North Dallas that pulls up a when you look it up, it pulls up a house as well. So there's the three. It looks like they were looking at all three.
Does house mean anything to me?
It was on the map.
Okay. I'll look up the address of this house. Has it been for sale recently? Is it how many bedrooms is it? I'm gonna Zillow this thing.
You pull up I can actually just send everybody this little listing. We won't read the address out. You pull up this house. It is a 7-bedroom house, 10.4 baths. Ginormous thing. It has been off the market for a considerable amount of time.
Hmm. I take a notepad and I write the address down and I stick it in my purse.
Mhm.
And then I'll go back and look at those DoorDash orders and see where they've been delivered to.
The DoorDash orders are delivered to the place that you did find the laptop.
Okay.
The last one was maybe a week ago, which then again you did see ramen in the trash bin. You can guess the DoorDash money stopped and they were on a ramen diet. So they are looks like maybe there's a little drop in funds at some point.
Is there a period where there were lots of orders?
There are it looks like they're fairly small orders, so maybe feeding 1 or 2 people, but there was
Okay.
a larger order probably a couple months ago that was bigger. You would assume there was more people there at one point in time.
Hmm. Okay. Um, hmm. I don't know if you can you do this? Can you go into settings and see which of those file folders was opened most recent?
Um, you can. You click on most recent and
Recently?
it brings up um one of the folders on the desktop. It looks like they were using that one most recently. And then there's another one below it. And then of course you can see the fact that the internet browser's on there as well, because they've been into that more frequently.
I will open the one that was open most recently.
The most recent folder does pull up looks like photographs. It's not the photograph folder itself, but it is a folder where they look like they have put photographs on. And they are of various locations. You see the outside of the church, the cat cafe, a couple photos of Raheem's vehicle, one photo of your van outside of the hospital, and also the house, an outside photo of the house at night, and also a comic book store.
Yeah, I like any of this. I'm sorry, did you say that you said the cat cafe was one of them?
Yes, the cat cafe was one.
The picture of my van, does it include the license?
Yes, it does include the license.
Let's get that changed again. Okay, so I'm concerned about the cat cafe. I don't personally know the owner, correct?
You actually would know Mara. You know, her cat cafe also doubles as like an adoption center for pets. As she is very, very big into animals finding proper homes. She has also came over to help occasionally at one of your drives where, because it is a cafe, she'll bring coffee and muffins, and you guys have kind of had that relationship where, like, if she's having an adoption event, she'll put it up at the church, and if you're having a drive or whatever, she'll put it up at her location. So you guys kind of have like this harmony. You may not spend every single night talking to her, but she comes off as very friendly, very warm. And again, she's a gangrel, so she tends to be more focused on animals than people, but she does her best.
I'll turn to Vincent. You know, don't you?
Know what?
You know who we are.
Oh yeah, I've known that for months.
Okay.
Like I knew at the diner, like I knew everybody at the diner. I'm supposed to be working with Mara. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have some time off.
Maybe while you're recuperating, you can still help us and Mara out. You
Yeah.
like digging through files?
I mean, not really, but I can do so. I mean, it's less taxing.
If you're up to it. There's a bunch of files on here that have just been smash labeled.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that wasn't your laptop.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know how much you know. And so the less you know, the safer you are, but if you already know, like
I mean, I know you guys, Ezekiel kind of was the reason I was at the diner in the first place. We were looking for his sister.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. Do you want me to like label the files properly?
If you feel up to it.
I mean, I got nothing else going on.
I hand him the laptop back. If you see anything that seems, you know, like we need to know it tonight, let me know. But like, if you're feeling up to it.
Yeah, I can go through some stuff. And he like looks at it for one moment, kind of like you could see him like moving it or like to keep the mouse around. Oh yeah, no, this is messed up. What does curve love 3? Like, no, this is not how you label folders if you're trying to hide stuff. He just starts grumbling and just starts, you see the click, like he's starting to go through stuff. Hey, you have like a USB mouse or something?
Oh, sure. I will actually take one of the operating tray tables
Mhm.
and I'll put a mouse on it. I'll bring him actually some water too, and an empty flash drive. I'll just kind of wheel that up to the side of the bed.
Thanks. Yeah, I can get this tonight. Um, or like maybe even tomorrow night as well, because like I got nothing to do, and if I fall asleep, it's okay. I'm gonna try not to put my face on the keyboard.
I mean, what else can you do other than smash label something, right?
Where did you get this thing from?
People who don't like people like us.
Oh, Ezekiel's friends, probably.
I'm not looking to. I don't have a problem with people who have a problem with people like us. I just want to keep us safe. So I'm not looking to, give everyone a bad day.
That's fair, but yeah, I'll work on this. Oh wow, this house is fancy. Who affords something like this? Fit my entire apartment
Um,
building in this thing.
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you need to rest, like sleep when you need to sleep. This is not a big deal. It's just I know there's nothing to do down here. I don't have a TV or anything. So if you get bored,
Yeah, it's a bit creepy down here, I won't lie. Um, hey, also, do you have like a change of clothes or something? These are all covered in blood, and
Right.
uh,
Right.
can I also like
Uh,
shower? 'Cause this is a little gross.
I don't yeah, okay. I can imagine that there'd be a shower down there in the little lab room.
Yeah.
Safety shower. So I show him that I don't have any clothes. I mean, the best I have are like Max has a change of vestments upstairs. It's kind of the best I can do right now.
I'd
Unless
hate to use the Padre stuff.
this is your look. I mean, I
Um,
have an extra.
my sisters dressed me in a dress one time. I don't have the legs for it. Um, like a pair of scrubs or something, maybe, or like even scrub bottoms. Like
Uh,
I'm not too picky about shirts. Like any
sure. Yeah,
sweatpants.
I'll pull out. I don't have any sweatpants, but yeah, I have some old scrubs, and I'll pull them out, and they're sort of that hospital mauve pink.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm gonna go out for a few minutes. I need to go check on something, but
Uh,
on my way back, I'll grab you some clothes.
yeah, thanks. I'll clean up, wear these. That's fine. Pink's my color. I look really good in pink. Um, so I'll shower and I'll look through this and I will let you know if I find anything. Wow, this house is still super fancy. Kind of like a really nice garden in the back too. Wow. You see, he's just like he's pulled back up like the window on the Zillow and is like looking through the photos himself. Like, wow, this
Well,
is
he
really.
says really nice garden, actually. I'm gonna come back over by him and look at it. Like, can you get higher? Can you get over the place? Can the
Um, hmm?
Is there top view?
He does pull up a top view of it. You can see there's a pool in the backyard, as well as like some seating, and it looks like there are a well manicured lawn and like some like looks like rose bushes on the one side of the house. Um, why do rich
Anne
people
has
have?
suspicions about what she's looking at, but Rhea has no idea. Yeah, that is a real fancy house.
Yeah, like look at
Hmm.
this Zillow listing. Like there's a statue in the front of the house. Like what is this? Who owns this thing?
What is the statue of?
Looks like one of those, let me actually go back because I was looking at it. It looks like this avant-garde abstract piece.
Huh. I mean, if that's your thing.
It's not. This is, I grew up on like a ranch, so like that's more my style, but like it's nice.
I mean, it seems to be their thing,
It seems to be.
whoever they are.
Wonder if I could find like the tax information on this house.
That would be helpful. Hey, can you go up and down the block a little bit? I want to see if the houses are as fancy on this block and if they're as expensive.
Yeah, you see he's on the Google Earth. He's like zooming like down the street and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, the one across from it, fenced in yard, fancy." It looks more like a rural area. A little bit like the road is not super fancy, which you would expect. It looks like it's a little bit off a major street. He's like,
Hmm.
wow, this is well, I mean, let's see what road I can get to. I mean, yeah, no, that these houses are fancy. Wow, this is a random driveway.
Mm.
He's just like walking around on it for you.
Right.
I wonder if I can zoom out and see where exactly we are. Oh yeah, no, this is up in near Highland Park. This is a fancy area.
Yeah, if you can find some tax or last sale deed information on that,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
might prove useful.
yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll work on this. And like get back to you, see if I can't um figure it out. Um, and you see he's still distracted going around on Google Zoom. He's just like, wow, I don't know why somebody needs this big of a yard and put a random statue on it. He's just muttering to himself as he's moving around on the Google Earth. Um, yeah, so tax information, yeah, I got that. I'll see if I can't find the owner. Usually should be able to pull up the owner. Um, but yeah, I might be able to get this by the time you get back.
Okay, I won't be long,
Okay.
I hope.
Uh, and
Yeah,
where are
I'll be
you
back.
heading?
Um, I'm actually gonna, as we're having this conversation, deposit the vial of Jasmine's blood in my collection and, put that in a little drawer somewhere, locked away. And then I'm gonna go over to the cat cafe.
You are able to go over to the cat cafe. It is still open because you know it is mostly a nighttime establishment. As you walk in through the door, it looks exactly as you would expect a cat cafe to look like. A little area where you can get coffee and muffins, and then some like seating areas, and then like this large glass area with just a bunch of cats in it, like that are all adoptable. She does have like the cork board next to the glass area. You see various like little announcements on it from other businesses in the area that come posting like um they're reopening or like the local events and stuff. Uh, there is a giant black cat setting up on top of the um area where they usually keep the muffins in, just chilling. Kind of gives you a rather cat haughty expression as you walk in the door. And behind the counter, you see the very tall, dark-haired form of Mara, who appears to be working on retagging stuff in her because there's like a little gift area with like cups and shirts and stuff. Well, hey, Maria, how's it going tonight?
Hey, pretty good. Do you have a minute?
As she looks around, kind of like there's no one else in there but her. I could get several minutes. It's really slow tonight.
Yeah, is there like literally nobody in here?
There's nobody in there. You can hear movement in the back, which you guess is probably a member of her coterie. But other than that, there's no people.
Gee, I wanted to let you know, and you may already know. So you know that you remember the attack on the cafe.
Yeah. Actually, I got
That
Sai
was
and Jace in the back currently. They're kind of hiding out here.
so there may be some information about that. Perhaps this establishment is also on the radar.
Oh no, I didn't know that. You see, she kind of like looks around. Okay. I have been meaning to remodel this place. Think I could make like a bigger cat patio. You know, I think I got a plan. Thanks for letting me know, Rhea.
I mean, I don't know anything about timelines or anything, just the whispers,
Yeah, and nobody expected the diner to go up. And I would hope they wouldn't hit us. And I've got and she like points to the glass area and you can see a couple kitties like curled up sleeping. She's like, I don't want anything to happen to.
Yeah.
Let me make a call to Ridley. I think he can take the cats. But I could do a remodel for a few months. Maybe hopefully they'll cool down or get bored.
I don't know how these things work, so maybe. We're all off kind of doing our own kindred things tonight. But if you need some help moving the babies, let us know.
Oh, I will. I think this should be okay. I mean, I can't get rid of Thaddeus, and she does reach up and like scritch the big black cat. I think I could, get it done okay. But yeah, I mean, it should be fine. It should be fine.
Okay. And I actually am looking around in this gift shop. Do they have T-shirts?
They do. With the Cat Cafe logo and a giant black cat on it.
Can I get one large T-shirt and just sandwiches?
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, Rhea, on the house for.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, you came to let me know some valuable information. You just she like grabs one of the T-shirts. Blue or white?
Blue.
Blue, okay.
White shows blood too much. Never mind. Blue.
Blue, okay. And you see she takes it, she like folds it up and puts it in a bag and then wraps two of the sandwiches, puts them in a different bag and like hands them over. Yeah. I'll follow you to the door because I think I'm gonna close for the night. Yeah, I knew there were hunters prowling around. I just thought, I bet it was Sammy. That darn thin blood.
Sammy?
Oh, my coterie mate. I already had the cops poking about because he sells weed.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Rhea for a moment looks kind of wistful. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, lock up. I have another stop to make tonight, but like I said, if you need help moving or making things go for a little bit, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'm gonna keep the cameras on. See if I catch anybody. Actually, I'm gonna go look through the camera, see if I catch anybody unusual prowling about. I was gonna find Sammy. Shouldn't be illegal to
Thanks for the
Oh, you're welcome, Rhea. Have a good night. And you see as like when you leave, she does lock the door behind you and flips the side. And even from inside, you can hear her go, "Sammy!" really loud. And where
Cool. I go.
you
Yeah,
go?
I go back to the van and I look at that address,
Hmm.
pull out the Thomas guide.
Mhm.
But as I'm saying to myself, this is so stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid. Rhea, stupid. Don't do this, Rhea. This is stupid. I'll find the address in my Thomas guide and head that direction.
All right. And you are off into the night. Lesh.
What's going on, dudette? Yeah.
What should Okay. You just left the Seneschal's office. Um, you're fairly certain you did not win any brownie points with the secretary at all. With the glare he gave you when you called out to him. But it doesn't matter. You're off to get comic books.
Yeah, that's right, dude. I got places to be.
You are able to get over to the comic book store. You see that it is still opened, but just like barely. You do see Whitney behind the counter. Looks like she's cleaning up a little bit. Uh, Making sure everything's spotless because you know she probably opens the next day and doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, that's Whitney.
Uh, and she gives you a smile as you walk in. Oh, hey, Lesh.
Whitney.
I thought you weren't going to make it here tonight.
Yeah, I thought I wasn't going to make it here tonight either.
I owe Dave $5 now.
You took a bet on me being here, Whitney?
I took a bet on you not being here because usually you're here like 3 hours ago. And you weren't, so I may have said you weren't showing up tonight. But I did save your issues. And you do see she walks over and pulls out a plastic bag underneath the counter. I saved them because we were running really low on one of these already, and I know it's the series you've been getting.
You know I got to stay up to date. Thanks for looking out, Whitney.
Oh, you're good. You're welcome. I slipped in something else. It's a new comic book. I just wanted to know your thoughts. I met the person who wrote it like at a convention a couple months ago, and they just released the first issue. I feel like it's something up your alley. Like a little bit more on the superhero side, like not super dark, but still pretty fun. I thought it was neat, so maybe that one's on me because I bought it. But like,
Lash is going to grin like an idiot and kind of like glance at the title.
the title of the book is
You
Magic
know what's
Kids
coming.
Magic Kids Unite. It looks like a little sort of Harry Potter-esque little romp, but not set in England, set in America somewhere in a city. Looks like it's a grand old time. Cute art style, whimsical, but still looking a little bit more fun.
Looks like a load of fun. I don't know about that one kid who's named after a rodent.
I didn't name them, but it's a really fun read. I'm kind of excited for issue 2 to come out, and like they're really small, like indie companies. So I thought maybe you could like read it, and maybe like if you like it, let other people know.
Of course, you got to support those coming up, you know? It's hard
Yeah.
out here for an artist.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have a friend who was I was helping do some art on their stuff, but it kind of fell through.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Like, you're really talented. I can't imagine you just falling out. Like, was it something beyond your control or
Oh,
you get in a fight? Because I know you won if you got in a fight.
no, more deployment got him than anything else. And it's kind of hard when he's stationed in Germany and I'm in America, and the time zones are weird, so we're always missing each other. But it's how things work. Um,
Well, Les is gonna start moving to pay at this point.
Oh, you see, like she's calculating up the total on the screen. Right, there it is. Do you need anything else? Just the issues, or?
That'll probably be it for me for tonight. Can't take too much. Gotta leave some for everybody else, You know I'll be around, Whitney.
I know. It's just a bit quiet tonight. I mean, the Warhammer group's going on and they're a chaotic bunch. We haven't had any tables flip this night, so that's good. Did have a mini thrown across the room, but that happens.
I'm pretty sure you handled it.
Oh, I did. You know they're scared of me.
I mean, they have good reason to be, but is it like the kind of trouble where you got to fill out an incident report and I got to make a call to move things along, or was it all
no.
manageable?
No, it was all manageable. I threatened to hit them in the head with the broom if they didn't stop their shenanigans, and they settled down.
Okay, good.
It's Marcus, and you know how excited he gets when he does his GM stuff.
Yeah, Marcus does get pretty into it.
Yeah. I'm surprised the boutique next door hasn't complained yet.
Whitney, has anything like out of the ordinary been going on around here? Like, I mean, besides like us, the usual.
Really weird stuff. I don't know, define weird.
Like someone who is window shopping, but they look like they're here for a lot more than just comics and figurines. Like they're trying to size up the place. I mean, you know what I do. I got to check on you. I got to check on everybody.
We, Lash, I'll be honest. We don't make a lot of money, and there's nothing really valuable in here. I mean, for collectors, it's valuable, but like it's nothing like super rare. I mean, unless somebody has a deep desire for one of these masks that I have not sold in the 5 years that I've been here. I
Les stares at that mask longingly.
Look here, it's been here. They've all been here. Like it was some collector, but it's the whole thing. Nobody ever buys them because again, they're nice, but like they're not really worth the price. You can find better stuff on like online. The owner just won't let me discount them and put them on sale.
I bet.
I want to discount them and put them on sale because I keep knocking one of them over and I keep worrying it's gonna fall on. It's okay. I mean, no weird people. I mean, no, there's nothing weird.
Okay, because I mean, I've been catching wind of some things going on. Like you got some immediate protection. I know you can, call me, call the cops, but
Lash, do you think somebody's gonna break in here?
I mean, I hope not, but again, you know what I do. Like,
I know. I feel like the boutique next door would be the bigger target. You should see their jewelry. They sell it for like $60. Like it's beads on a string.
Les shrugs, literally out of his depth.
I mean, I don't know how they do it. They're busy. I mean, maybe the Apple store down the road would be a better target as well.
Have you heard any word on the street?
No, I hear a lot of fuss about the parking lot. It's hard to pull in. You should make your sign bigger. I can't make the sign bigger. The shop owner, literally, that is not my sign.
Yeah, I find it strange. Like, they should know not to come to you about those sort of things.
I'm the person behind the counter, so, I get all the weird complaints.
Well, if everything's okay and those Warhammer folks aren't getting in your hair too much, I'm gonna head out.
All right. You take care. If next time you're late, I'm not going to bet against you because like $5 is like a good morning coffee for me. But yeah, let me know if anything else that happens. I'll let you know if I see anything weird.
Lesh grins like an idiot and thumbs up.
Is there anything like specifically weird or just like possible burglary?
I'm leaning toward possible burglary, but it's word on the street, nothing confirmed. Haven't gotten to be able to, get a look from my people about the inner workings according to our boys in blue, but it's just one of those things to keep in mind. Like,
All right. Yeah, I'll
do a
keep
few
it.
warm-ups just in case, Might have to throw some hands.
I'll okay. All right. You have a good night, okay? And you see she's like printing your receipt and like handing it to you. You be okay out there, okay? Like I don't want anything like super weird to happen to you, but like I don't know the life of a security guard.
What is the Vampire 5e equivalent of an insight check?
Wits and insight.
Okay. Let's see what Lesh is thinking. I think his insight is not that good. Let me see. I mean, it's serviceable. Okay. So that's 2 and 2. Two successes, both on the hunger die.
What are you trying to insight on Whitney?
Is she trying to allude to any affections outside of a long acquaintanceship?
You get a slight hint that may be the case. Her you can see underneath her skin, you see just like a little shade of like some darkening. Like she may be blushing a bit, but also she like clears her throat and like kind of steps back away from the register a bit.
Yeah, Lesh is gonna make himself scarce as well. Be like, right, yeah, catch you later.
Bye, Lash. Oh my gosh, Marcus! No, no more. She's like walking towards the game room.
Get him, Whitney. Get him. Get him.
She is dragging the broom behind her as she's going because she is done. Where are you headed?
If Lesh can manage it, he's gonna find another comic book shop for the purpose of eating.
Okay.
Because he wasn't gonna do it right under Whitney's nose.
Yes, there is another comic book store ran by a gentleman named Jeremy. This is not usually your favorite place in the world because again, their selection's a bit low. It seems like they're a little bit more popular, so they're always out of stock on stuff. And back order is unpleasant when you could just go somewhere else. But go ahead and roll your hunting roll.
You got it. And I believe that is manipulation and persuasion, I think. Yes.
Yes.
Racine Queen, yep. Okay. So what's that? That's 2 and okay, 4, yeah, because I upgraded that. Okay. It's a 6. That's 4 successfuls.
And you're able to grab something to eat. How
I
many
only
points
need
are
a
you
dot.
taking? Dot. Okay. Drop you back down to hunger 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you are back to hunger 1.
Sure, with my luck, I don't play that hard.
You were able to grab something to eat, probably from one of the other people behind the counter, able to lure him over into another area to ask about an issue that's a little darker. You get your food. He tells you again the item is out of stock.
And we cloud memory just in case.
Cloud memory. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you're able to do so.
Okay. With that, you guys never have what I want anyway. But it's all good, Jeremy. Peace. And Lesh will depart and probably go to like a nearby bench or
Mhm.
street corner.
Mhm.
Or if his vehicle is there, he will sit in his vehicle.
You're able to find your vehicle.
Okay.
Um,
Because I know we did a lot of like car moving around, so I just
you're
didn't know
able to
where that's at.
you're
Okay.
able to find your vehicle. And what are you doing in your vehicle?
We are texting Mines.
All right. Who are you texting?
His friend Mines. I'm gonna see what's going on with him. His other
Uh,
touchstone. Yep.
All right. You're able to. What do you text him?
Hey, need a solid.
It takes a moment before you get a. Yeah. What's the solid?
Just could you search the local news? Let me know if there's anything that I'd be interested in.
It takes another moment, and then you get the text of, oh man, all you ever text me for is a solid. Like, whatever happened to us like getting together and gaming, or like even discussing whatever happened to us just talking about the weather. You get like a paragraph of this.
Lesh sighs to himself, but he grins. He's like,
Yeah, I'll look at it.
you know how the job is, dude.
I know. Like, what are you looking for specifically? Like, what solid do you need? You just looking for like a carjacker, like a mugger? Uh, like what we got going on?
Kind of like a neighborhood watch kind of thing. If they see anybody suspicious moving around, like looking into people's homes, that sort of thing.
So, like a peeping Tom? Question mark.
Peeping Tom, potential robber, someone casing joints. You know how the neighborhood watch are.
Yeah. Only thing I can think of off the top of my head is uh like the Apple store had somebody wandering around it, but like it's the Apple store.
Right. All right, let's leave that there. Like, and he's gonna start another text. Well, does he have Sammy's number?
Yes, you do have Sammy's number.
Okay, because I know their history, so I just didn't know if Sammy would be willing to hand it over.
Yeah, no, you have Sammy's phone number.
All right, so he's starting a new text thread with Sammy. He's like, "You in trouble, dude?"
You get a call. It's not even like an answer, they just call.
Lesh sighs and answers the phone. Yeah.
Yo, trouble? Mara just whooped my ass. What do you expect? Trouble. I don't even know what her problem is. I haven't even done anything this week. Like,
Lesh is just laughing.
stop laughing at me.
I mean, with your track record, serves you right, dude.
Serves me right. I have been nothing but a model citizen. A model citizen.
Have you? Have you really, Sammy?
Yes.
I don't like the sound of that yes, dude.
Okay, look, I'm not going to tell you because you're going to get mad at me, and then you might tell Mara, and then Mara's going to get mad at me again, and she's already in a bad mood. But like, what trouble are you referring to? Like I haven't had an issue with the cops here recently. I may have to fight George because he keeps trying to come in on my turf. But like, what level of trouble are you insinuating I'm in? Because I haven't been arrested yet.
In
Or
your activities out and about town, have you seen anyone who's been giving you the eye lately? Because I know your situation, dude. We know what we have to deal with. Has there been anyone in particular giving you the once over?
I mean, that's a laundry list for me personally. People don't like me a little bit. Are you talking about like nighttime people or just people in general?
let's start with nighttime people.
Oh yeah,
Because
no,
I've met some interesting characters recently.
that's a laundry list of people that they mostly don't like me. I mean, there was this really weird bald guy. I think he was a security guard like you, but I haven't seen him here recently. I mean, there's always, I had a conversation with Ridley the other day. I don't like the snake. I don't know why he's got the snake. Um, Ash stopped by. She didn't like me either, but that's probably on me. Yeah, other than that, like who, give me a description and I can tell you maybe if I've seen them.
If I had a description to give, I'd give it to you.
All right, okay, well that's all I got. Other than that, like normal everyday, out in the sun, enjoying their tan people. Yeah, no one really stands out.
Okay. You will let me know if the cafe's in any trouble, my dude.
We're closing for a bit. Mara said something about renovations. Uh,
That's odd.
I think one of the people from the church stopped by. Something about a heads up, and Mara decided to close the door. But that's usual. I'm actually supposed to be calling Ridley right now to see about the cats. But I'm talking to you instead. So like if you're gonna come over here, like don't come over here.
Whatever, dude. Don't let me find out you're in trouble again.
Trouble for what?
You know what?
Look
Don't
here.
let me catch you or I will rat you out.
I will remember this, Lesh Dodson. I will remember this.
Whatever. Let's hang up. Improvise. But yeah, Lesh will just shoot Mine's a quick text and be like, just to say, yeah, we will catch up later, but job's picking up and thank you. And then he didn't get Rhea's number yet, but Rhea has Lesh's card. So Lesh will probably just head on back to the church at this point because he got that tip off from Sammy.
All right, you are heading back to the church. And we are going to transition over to Jasmine. Jasmine, you did get dropped off away from the soup kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And as you are making your way to where your vehicle is,
Uh-huh.
you get a text message from
Okay.
your
From who?
from your ex, Josh.
Oh. I open up the phone and I read it.
It says, "Hey, heard from Natalie that you were in town. Thought maybe tomorrow night we could catch up. Found a really good stand-up comedian here in town. Thought you might like to go."
I'm going to reply and say, yeah, been here for about a couple of days now. How have you been?
I'm doing all right. Different shift now. Luckily I was able to transition over to a night shift. I find it works a little easier with my schedule.
Yeah, night shift is usually better. Same
Less
as me.
less people complaining about I need my computer fixed. What happened? Oh, it's usually user error. Turn it on, turn it back off. How
Where
are you?
I'm fine. Where did you say the stand-up comedian was gonna be, and when?
Oh, I think he's got a set tomorrow. Guy has a really weird name. You're gonna get a kick out of it. Like it's like 3 first names, and one of them's Elvis.
Sounds like my kind of comedian. Uh, but yeah, if I have no plans, which I don't think I will, I'll drop by.
Okay, cool. I'm not at the same apartment. I moved. They tried to jack my rent up $600. He does text you like the new address. Um, it'd be really great to see you. I think it's been a while.
Yep, it has been a while. Well, I'll catch you later.
Okay. Talk to you tomorrow. Um, and he sends you like that little like emoji with like the little winky face.
Mm.
Which you know he that's his usual thing when he tells you bye.
Yeah. I just leave him on read.
And where are you heading tonight?
I'm heading back to the Airbnb that I had rented out for the night. I'm planning on staying there for like I have it booked for at least a month.
Mhm.
And that's where I'll be staying. It's pretty good. Remy actually helped me find it because it's very it has a nice vampire proof room. So he helped me find it when I was coming back. I have no plans of staying in Dallas, so this was like I wanted to see if I could come back and stay, but I wasn't about to sign a lease or anything like that until I knew, whether I will be staying in Dallas.
That is fair. You're able to get back to your place. It is quiet. Uh, just same as you left it. Go ahead and make me a wits and awareness roll.
Okie dokie. It's my first roll with these dice. Wits and awareness.
Wits and awareness. Excellent.
It's
the new
and I am
dice roll.
hungry.
Oh
So,
no.
not super hungry, but like one hunger. So there's one hunger dice. That is for 3 successes.
3 successes. Excellent, excellent. It is the subtle fact that the window is open on the second floor. That gives you a pause. Before you see a light on in the upstairs sitting room and a figure sitting in a chair.
I'm careful to walk in to make sure I'm not ambushed or anything, and I knock to make myself known, to make my presence known. Who is it?
The man you see sitting in the chair, facing the door so that you can see him directly. Tall man, nice suit, short dark black hair. You instantly recognize him as one of your sire's companions.
Would I know his name?
Yes, his name is Isidore.
Isidore?
Mm-hmm.
Isidore, a long time no see.
A long time no see, Jasmine.
How can I help you?
Heard you were in town.
Yeah, Remy can't keep his mouth shut.
No, he cannot.
Is there a problem with me being back?
No problem. I know you were supposed to meet Aster earlier tonight.
Yeah, but he wasn't there.
I am aware he was attacked. He's fine, he'll be fine, but
Did he deserve it?
you know, probably at some point he deserved it, but
Probably. If not for other people, then definitely for me. So I'm glad.
Zachariah was asking about you actually.
What does grandfather want?
Just wanted to make sure you were doing okay.
Funny, he never really paid attention to me when I was there.
I don't ask what he does. He just wanted to see how you were doing and asked me to stop by.
Well, tell him I'm okay. That feels like a good neutral thing to say that won't piss him off, right?
I believe it will be adequate.
Is Aster awake?
Not yet. He will be awake tomorrow night.
Hmm. Do you know why he wanted to meet with me?
Oh, not exactly. He left
Hmm.
with a spring in his step, so I assume he was happy about something, but for him, it could be, you know, getting a new pair of shoes or committing a murder. It's always difficult to tell with him.
Most likely murder. There's always a gleam in his eye when he's about to commit one.
It's one of the things that's easy to tell on him.
Hmm.
Well, I was just going to stop by. I didn't want to disrupt whatever part of your evening you have left.
Uh, yeah, well, thank you for stopping by. And if possible, I know it might be impossible by now because you know where I'm staying. And if possible, can we keep where I'm staying away from Aster? I'd like a little bit of privacy from him. But
Go ahead and make me a charisma and persuasion roll.
charisma. Ooh, where's my persuasion? All right, well. When I have a skill on it, like, what does that mean? Can I add another dice?
It should be whatever dots you have in charisma and then whatever you have in persuasion. And if you have any looks such as beautiful or stunning, you can add either 1 or 2 dice.
Let me see. I do maybe have stunning.
You can add 2 dice as
Okay.
well.
Ooh, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6 successes, and I have this on my hunger die. Does it matter?
The little skull? No, it doesn't matter. You're good.
Sweet.
You see for a
So-
moment his jaw tightens. And he kind of does this thing where he like tilts his head a little bit as he's looking at you. And it's for a moment that you see he wants to say no before he stands up, straightens his suit jacket, and goes, "Not a problem."
Thank you. I'm sure he'll find out one way or the other. I know Aster has his own ways. I'd rather keep it a secret for as long as possible.
I can manage that. He is, well, he will be down for a little bit. recovering.
Yeah. That's the best for everyone, isn't it?
Not when there are things to do, but we do with what we have available.
Mm. Well, thank you for coming and have a great rest of your night. And I point towards the door.
You watch as he looks towards the door and then just kind of dissolves away into shadow and goes right back out the window.
Ugh. And then I close the window.
And you are able to, if you are going to sleep, you are more able to go to sleep or however you wish to spend the rest of your evening.
I am probably going to text Remy.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna go, can you please not tell everyone where I live? That would be really nice. Thank you for helping me find it, but please, it would be nice not to have the family and then the family with just come visit whenever. The people that killed me would be just not to have access to me so easily. Thank you very much.
You get just a line of question marks.
I just don't reply. And then I'm gonna go just stare at the ceiling until it's time to like sleep, until I am taken by the night.
You are able to do so. And with that, I think we'll go to break right now. The trip up to the Highland Park area took you a little longer than you were expecting. But following your GPS, you're able to navigate that winding road. Again, you see as on the Google Maps, nice big fancy houses. Itty bitty little road curving around. Before you're able to park right outside, the house does have a gate on it.
This is stupid. This is stupid. This is really, really stupid. How tiny is the road? Is it, if I park here, can no cars pass?
You can pass by. There'll be another car to pass by. It is a very narrow road. So it looks like it doesn't have any of the lines on it. It's just like enough for two cars to pass by each other. So you could pull off onto the grass. You could pull into the driveway a little bit before the gate.
I want to pull past the house a little bit and then pull over.
Okay.
And then I'm going to activate premonition.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make your
Because I'm
rouse check
trying to
for
talk myself into and out of this at the exact same time.
that. Okay. Go ahead and make me your rouse check to do so. And then I
I'm
believe
fine.
it is Resolve and Auspex.
Sorry. And an aspects.
Yeah, and Auspex.
2 successes, one of them is a 10.
You focus a little bit on the house. And what are you trying to premonition exactly? What's going to happen in the future?
What will happen if I just walk up and knock on the door?
Okay, we got this. As you clear your mind and reach out to the universe to see what you can glimpse, you're feeling a couple of things. A sense of peace, and then also a sudden fright, like suddenly you're anxious. Vision wise, you're getting a lot of light. The smell of paint, so like acrylic paint or like oil paint even. The vibe is anxious but like warm and homey. But also you're starting to feel this creeping coldness slowly towards your body.
So I'm going to take that as a no. I'm going to keep driving
Mhm.
and head for the church.
All right. Lesh, when you get there, there is nobody there. You know most likely the person who's injured is in the basement. But you don't see Rhea, you don't see Max, you don't see Raheem or Jasmine. It's cold, quiet, and a little spooky in here. Something is playing with the chandelier that you can't see. It's swinging ever so slightly.
I'm going to assume it's supposed to do that.
But you're able to wait if you would like, and then Rhea does show up a little later.
Yeah, Lesh would just be waiting because he's not going to go wandering around, especially since he just left Maximus and that's his church. And there's the room, but they also told Lesh not to go in that room. And there are beds, but he's like, I don't know if there's a protocol before I crash, so he would just wait.
Rhea, you're able to walk back in through the door.
You would see Lesh on his reading the comic books.
What you reading?
Oh, something about some magic kids uniting. My friend said it's a new indie little comic. I don't know the deal. You know that kid named after Roden, he ain't so bad.
Okay. I'll be right back. And I head for the lab.
Vincent is cleaned up a little bit. He doesn't have his shirt on because he doesn't have one. He is wearing the pink scrub bottoms and kind of has like the blanket draped up over his shoulder, and he's kind of a little hunched over working on the computer. Oh, these files are a mess. Like the photos aren't all in the same file. They're like put elsewhere. I'm working on trying to figure out where everything is. Also there's like folders inside of folders inside of folders. It's an endless rabbit hole. But I did find out who the name of the person who at least pays the taxes on that house. Theodore Langley.
Does that name ring a bell?
You don't know that name.
All right, I make a note of it. How long have they been paying the taxes on that house?
Like a while since the house got built. Um, it's
That's a while.
yeah, it's been a while. It looks like it's built in 2000, so since then.
Okay. I hand him the bag
Oh.
with the t-shirt and the 2 sandwiches.
Oh, you went and saw Mara. Oh, food. Easily distracted. You see, he
Let's take it.
takes a bite out of the sandwich and is like also trying to put his shirt on. He puts it down on the table to like put his shirt on. This laptop's got like a lot. I don't quite get some of these photos. I think somebody was taking photos with their feet. It's like sneakers. Whoever did this does not appear to be tech savvy, or they just uploaded everything off their phone.
Everything.
Yeah, there's like you do see he's turns the laptop so you can look at it. He's got 2 folders open. One folder he's put 2 folders inside. It looks like he's sorting the images, like places, people, random, and it looks like that's what he's doing is he's just like categorizing it. Yeah, there was a lot of tennis shoes, a pair of boots. Somebody took a picture of concrete. I don't know what that's about.
Any selfies?
No selfies, but like they had like pictures of like I recognized a couple people like size on here. There's a random picture of Mara, but I'm not sure if they were looking at her because Sammy was in the photo too, and I know Sammy tends to like has a little bit of issues on occasion. But yeah, like
So
a
I'm
lot of people
gathering.
I don't know. A couple of them were fuzzy, so I don't know what that says. But yeah, like I'm working on it.
Okay. Take it easy on the sandwich. You've had a lot going on today. A lot of stuff. So just take it easy. Slow
He's
down
got
just a little
the
bit.
sandwich in his mouth. You were telling him that.
Just, check in with yourself. Keep,
Mhm.
I know
No,
you're
it's good.
hungry, but there's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a lot. But this is helping my mind, and I've got it, and we're all good. In anything else?
No, I actually, as your doctor, I'm gonna say rest, probably.
Oh, okay. All right. You see, he's like hesitant, and then like shuts the laptop. Just
I'll be
gently.
here when you get up.
All right. Yeah. I don't want Raheem coming down here and yelling at me.
Yeah, I don't want that either.
I don't think any of us.
Because when he's done yelling at you, he's gonna yell at me. So
Why don't you take the laptop and we'll just keep this like our little secret or something? Because he's been trying to get me
that
out of
sounds
town.
fair. Oh,
Yeah, something about you're in danger or you should leave town, so you don't get hurt. Sounds like my dad, and it weirds me out.
no, I could see that.
It's weird.
Anyway, yeah, sleep, I think. And then but you get back to it in the morning.
Okay.
Or
Well, I'll be up in the morning, so if you just wanted to like leave it down here, I could work on it. Because none of you guys will be awake, and so like I won't be found out. So yeah, no. Somebody likes pigeons for some unknown reason. There's a lot of photos of pigeons.
Huh.
Also like this really weird dog. Yeah, it was like a big giant dog. It looked a little weird. It looked like a wolf, but like, there aren't wolves in Texas. We got coyotes. It looked strange. It's like at a warehouse or some nonsense. And he like pulls the photo up and you can see like this giant black dog kind of like walking around. Looks like they caught it in motion, walking around a warehouse.
These illegal breeders, they'll do anything to breed these fighting dogs. Yeah, I'll see you in the dusk.
Okay. Well, good night. You just see like he like puts the blanket back properly away from his shoulder, like starts to like lay down, get comfortable.
I'll turn the lights off for him and head upstairs and do my best to close the repaired door.
Mhm. The door actually looks fairly good and repaired. It looks like Raheem actually did fix it enough, so now it closes decently. You know, you have to push it a little bit harder to like get it to latch, but other than that, yeah, it closes.
I make a mental note before retiring myself to start that ghoul ward
Mhm.
and put it on the door before I go to sleep. So I make a mental note of that, and I go over to where Lesh is reading. Lesh, you know people around here.
I try to.
Does the name Theodore Langley mean anything to you?
Does it?
You can roll me intelligence or wits and streetwise or
Oh,
politics.
finally. I finally get to use my streetwise.
Yes, you can.
Oh yeah. Having a little bit of a power surge apparently, so just FYI if I suddenly leave. I don't
no.
plan on it, but I just noticed. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm doing all this manually. I got a bunch of tabs.
Good.
Okay, wits and streetwise it is. Eh. 2 successes.
2 successes.
6 die. 2
Do you
successes.
want to spend a point of willpower?
It's worth it, yeah. It's worth it. Okay. Rerolling 3. That's 1 additional success.
Oh man.
That's actually pretty good. The name does at least ring a little bit of a bell because you've been in the city long enough. You can put 2 and 2 together. You do know that a kindred by the name of Theodore used to be one of the heralds in the city, but then vanished. Langley, you know, is the seneschal's last name. So putting 2 and 2 together, you can guarantee that that is possibly the seneschal's house.
That might be. It can't be. Are you sure that's the name, Dudette?
It's just a name I heard, and I was wondering if you had heard it.
Well, I haven't heard it altogether as like one name, but you know, Langley's the last name of the Centerbro, and I still can't get over that personally. And that first name there's a guy who's been around, so I don't know if they're related or if this is some sort of pseudonym so that the Centerbro can do some tax evasion. I don't know what's going on here, but that's the best I can do for you.
Does the seneschal, this is going to sound like a really weird question. Does the seneschal paint?
We'll let you know that. I doubt it.
You, judging from what you do know of the seneschal and every time you are in his presence, that man does not have a creative bone in his body towards the arts. However, you do know that Theodore is a painter, is a well-known like indie painter in Dallas. And if you go inside of Elysium, He did a couple of the murals inside there. So yeah.
Thank you very much, storyteller.
Yeah.
Well, Center Bro, I've never seen him dabble with the colors, but you never know. He might have one and sip a glass of blood with a nice Chianti, if you know what I'm saying. But this Theodore guy, yeah, he can paint a lot. He actually did a couple of murals back in Elysium.
Would you call the seneschal a cold person?
Oh, yeah. That does not require me to double check.
um, I would assume that wherever the seneschal is residing would be pretty well protected, right?
I mean, I'd assume so, but based on what I saw, wasn't much. And you could probably recall what Lash thought him being hidden looked like. So
Okay. Thanks. I was just curious, and I leave it at that.
you know Lash is going to stop you, actually.
Damn it. I take 2 steps.
Okay, dude. Random question. Have you
Yes.
or have any of the other dudes I met visited the cat cafe?
The cat cafe. Well, everyone knows the cat cafe.
Okay, because I heard from one of the dudes there that they got a tip off that there might be something dangerous going on and they're doing renovations or something. It's kind of odd. Just want to make sure it's our people,
Take a deep sigh, and I come into the pew and I kind of motion for him to scoot down.
Let's does so.
I sit down. Look, I'm guessing by your job you're familiar with the whole hunter/inquisition-y situations in town.
Storyteller, I'm assuming generally, but not the specifics that this crew has gotten into.
Yes, you are aware that the Second Inquisition is actually responsible for destroying Elysium and
Right.
Also uprooting the seneschal from his usual office.
I know some foolishness went down with him, and that's why Center Bro had to pick up and leave.
That's the same reason that Mara's having to pick up and leave.
No. Les looks quite serious. Like this isn't sarcasm.
No, and Ria gets that. And I'll open the laptop. And I'll scroll through and I'll show Lash the picture of the cat cafe. And I'll pause for a moment and then I'll scroll through and I'll show Lash the picture of the fancy house in Highland Park.
Does the house look familiar to Lash?
You have never seen this house before in your life.
Okay. What's going on at this place, dude? That looks expensive.
Looks real expensive. In fact, for about 20 some odd years or so, the taxes have on the house, the property taxes have been paid by one Theodore Langley.
All right, gears turning in Lesh's head, because hearing that, he can draw a lot of conclusions. Storyteller, would you allow a role for Lesh to kind of try and piece something out of that?
Sure. What were you thinking?
This is definitely probably leaning more towards streetwise because that's his forte. He's not the critical thinker, the big time critical thinker. He's probably trying to ascertain like especially talking to Mines and talking to Sammy, how this has never really come up after all the solids and favors he's asked, the information, the police band, the record looking,
Mhm.
how this is like highly unusual that he's never heard of this. So he's trying to figure out what how do I phrase it? Like how this Theodore person would be tied to the Seneschal in a way that the Seneschal, especially how he remembers how the Seneschal was about his name, would
Mhm.
allow him to get a house using his last name.
Go ahead and roll me that wits and streetwise.
All right, you got it. Dice don't fail me now. There's a new brother in town. From Compton to Congress. Straight tripping all around. 3 successes again.
3 successes again. Putting 2 and 2 together. And you had heard more on the street is back in the day. Eloise, because Theodore hasn't been seen at Elysium in about 2 years. Eloise was a little protective over him, and when Theodore went missing was right as the Sabbat had got into Elysium and had attacked him. Piecing it all together, you can assume, even though they've been living in the house 20 years, there's probably something special between them, and Alois is going out of his way to protect him.
Oh boy. Well, Lush will say that out loud. Oh boy. Look,
Yeah. Oh boy.
do you know much more about this Theodore character? Because I know the circumstances of this dude kind of going missing, and the two could have bonded, spending that time apart or something. I don't know how Cinebro bonds with anybody, quite frankly, but needless to say, this could be a dude that Cinebro wants to protect. And if this is this dude's digs, I don't think Cinebro's gonna like that. But you should
No, I
definitely
wouldn't
know.
think so. Storyteller, when I had the premonition, was that smell of paint fresh?
Yes, like fresh paint.
And do I know how long ago it was that Elysium was attacked?
Elysium was attacked by the Sabbat. It was a couple years ago. By the Second Inquisition, it was 8-9 months ago.
So I suppose if we had a heads up that we could give the Seneschal, that would be seen as, well, maybe not boon worthy, but definitely in our favor.
I agree.
Perhaps, I mean, the night is almost over. Nothing's going to happen tonight. Perhaps we should wait for the rest of the coterie to get together and we present the Seneschal with some interesting information as a whole.
Your call, dude. Like letter of the contract. My job was over a while ago. This would be me doing him a favor. But this is your whole gang, your whole house, and how you do things. And after all, you cracked your way into the laptop, so I'm gonna do it your way.
You seem like a stand-up dude, Lush.
Thank you. Seem pretty awesome yourself, dude.
You know, I've had my moments. Not all of them great.
They haven't happened with me yet. Less thumbs up.
I laugh. All right. So we hold this until morning.
All
Or
right.
dusk. Or, you know.
Yeah, whatever they want to call our sun moon cycles, they want to change the slang around. I wake up when I wake up, and I go to sleep when I go to sleep.
It's been 40 some odd years and I'm still not used to it.
Less this time. How's the guy downstairs? Like the one that the
He'll
whole
be
timer
fine.
was mad about.
He'll be fine. He won't be exactly as he was, but he'll be fine.
Is this like in a humans are fragile way or the supernatural, oh no, permanently altered kind of way?
All humans are fragile. Mortal life is very fragile.
Let's not. And you're gonna see him kind of like look away at a 45-degree angle, like he's considering something when you say that, but he nods. Affirmative. You can insight check it if you want.
I do. As a matter of fact. What did we say the equivalent was?
Wits and insight.
Is that a versus or you just want to do it straight? Because I don't mind either way.
Versus, if you're trying to hide something from her, you will do a composure and subterfuge.
Oh,
He wouldn't be trying to hide it. He just wouldn't be overt, you know.
I'm gonna spell willpower.
Then I'll have you do composure and resolve.
All right.
That's 4 successes. That willpower was well spent.
Nice. Okay. My dice luck. Let's see what I get. 2 successes. You got it.
All right. What is she getting from you? What are you trying to conceal?
That definitely Lesh has encountered something tonight or considered something tonight that would give him something to think about based on your statement. And yeah, without much context, there's not much more I can give you, but that you can tell is definitely something that resonates with Lesh based on something that occurred recently, very recently.
The fact that I have a mortal in my basement that someone's very attached to, and knowing that others can get very attached to those fragile mortals, I just kind of nod. Well, maybe you can help me out in the meantime. I have a little ritual I'd like to do to keep the baddies out. If you want to help me out.
Sure, if I can. You know, I never tried to do I've heard stories about all that stuff that others can do, but I never really delved too much into that. I got knowledge out of the comics, but might be a little different. You know, soft magic system, hard magic system.
I look at the comic book he was reading and I say, let's do a little real magic. And I'll start the ritual to make the wards.
You are able to make your ritual. And the evening passes without too much more trouble. Your ward is in place. You are able to go and lay down as sun starts to come up. Les, are you staying at the church?
Yeah, Les will crash at the church because he prioritizes this as a point of interest over his own apartment. So he's like, let me be on hand in case something goes down at the church.
And your day passes without any issues. So if everybody could make me their rouse check for the next night.
It begins anew. Oh my God. I just got the dot. I just got the dot taken off to get a new dot.
If everybody hungrier?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm at 3 hunger now.
Oh no. If
Oh,
anybody
poor
wants to
Rita.
go hunt, they can totally go hunt. Jasmine,
Yeah.
when you wake up in the evening, you have a text from Mara that just says, "Hey kiddo, knew you were in town. Just wanted to let you know cafe is going to be closed for renovations. Got some trouble." And in quotation in brackets, she just puts probably Sammy.
Okay. I'm going to reply to that. Is there any way I can meet up with you soon?
You just it takes a moment and then you get like the little purple heart. Of course. And then she sends you like an address. Staying at a friend's for a little bit. They don't mind. Come over whenever you need to. Ignore all of the cats.
When I see that, I get ready. And head on towards there. I am a little hungry, but Jasmine doesn't like to feed unless she absolutely has to. So she's just gonna ignore that for now.
So you're going to go see Mara. Are either one of Ria or Lesh going to go do some hunting? You can roll your rolls. Go get some foods.
Trust and believe I'm hunting. Trust and believe.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, it's
One
possible.
success.
Okay.
How many?
One.
Would you like to use some willpower to re-roll 3 of those dice?
3.
You are able to get something to eat. Lash, what did you get?
Total of 6 successes with a possible messy crit.
Ooh. Yeah, you're able to get something to eat. Are you making sure you're clouding everybody's
You better
memory?
believe it.
Okay, excellent.
And I only need to die anyway.
All right, you got it. Jasmine, as you go towards where Mara is, it is a building close to the Dallas Zoo. Low, long building. And you do see Mara's familiar white van. Usually she does have a magnet with the cafe logo on it. It is taken off. You can guess for safety's sake, she just took it off the vehicle. You see standing outside a tall, dirty blonde-haired man. You know is Jace, Toreador, who occasionally works as a bouncer at the club, and one of the people you've seen at her cafe before. He gives you kind of like a little nod, and like he's smoking a cigarette and but reaches over to open the door for you at the same time.
Perfect. I give him like the basic, "Hey Jace, how's it going?" kind of greeting.
Going well. How's it with you?
Back in town. Already excitement. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know how it is. You got wrapped up in any of the crazy that's going around?
I don't know yet. I want to say no, but
Oh, gosh, I hope not.
you know how it is.
Yeah, you know, couple weeks ago I kind of got shot in the head with a whole thing. Had to rechange my identity because my job thinks I'm dead.
Well, I hope you find a new job.
I hope so. Rent's getting expensive. Yeah. Well, if not, Mara's letting me crash here. Sai's here. Sammy was here. I know Mara.
That may cause some trouble.
When is he not?
I mean, specific trouble.
You know, he won't tell me what he's up to, but I got a feeling it might have something to do with George. They've been fighting over turf for a little bit. But I don't want to get in the middle of thin blood nonsense because like it's thin blood nonsense and it's not our nonsense. I mean it's like nonsense adjacent. Yeah, if they start like flinging that weird stuff they do around, then I might intercede. But for right now, if they're just having a you can't sell weed on my turf, I don't care.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go see Mara. It was really nice to see you again.
It's really nice to see you too. Ignore Thaddeus. He's in a mood.
I
If he
will try.
just don't get near him. He already like swiped at me once, and I think it's just because he's near the zoo.
Makes sense. And then I'm gonna go in and look for Mara.
You find Mara in what looks to be like a sitting room, like a living room converted. She's got the news on, and the big black cat Thaddeus is sitting next to her. He is ginormous, big, chunky, and fuzzy. And she's working on what looks to be like she's crocheting while she's
Mhm.
watching TV, just probably trying to keep her hands busy.
Mhm.
Oh, well, hello, darling.
Hello. And I look at Thaddeus and tip like an imaginary like hat and go, Lord. And I look at Mara and I go, well, I'm back.
It's lovely that you're here. When did you get back?
A couple days ago. Remy helped me find an Airbnb to stay at for a little bit.
Oh, he's helping you. I heard he's been causing trouble.
Our friendship is weird. Honestly, I think the only reason why we're friends is because he want to piss his own friends off. Specifically Aster.
Oh, he's still alive too. Joy.
Yeah.
Y-
Well, I heard well, I don't really understand, vampire rules, kindred rules,
Oh, oh,
Uh,
damaged and out of the game, but not quite finally.
Yeah, something like that. I think from what I heard, he's still asleep from injuries caused by people that I just met, actually.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Hmm.
Rhea stopped by. Um,
Oh,
gave us the warning.
yeah.
Maybe,
It's one of their friends.
I'm gonna guess it's probably Max.
Yeah, the guy with the sword.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pity he didn't end him.
It's a pity for everyone.
How are you holding up?
Um, you know, most of the time I feel confident that I can, given the choice, if given the opportunity, I can finally put him down. But you know how it is.
You will get him one day, and I know you will.
That's the thing. I want to get him, like absolutely end him. But also I don't want to, if that makes any sense.
It is always.
That weird toxic shit that he does.
From what I've heard, yes, that sadly is one of those things we will have to cope with, but he has hurt you a lot. And not in just the physical cause of death, but also he's not been too great, host.
No, he's been terrible. Absolutely.
Maybe keep that in mind, that the charm is superficial and he's probably just trying to use you to get what he wants.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a gangrel. I don't know exactly how you roses work, but it's not uncommon.
Yeah.
And if you ever need like to dispose of a body, we're right near the zoo now, and I know Ridley won't mind if I like feed him to a tiger.
Only if I can tear him apart myself and do the feeding.
I think I can maybe arrange that.
That's awesome. Thank you.
So what are your plans for tonight?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna meet up with Josh for a stand-up comedian. Try to get closure, maybe. You know.
Maybe he just misses you and wants to see how you're doing.
I'm very dead. That's how I'm doing.
Well, unless you want to break the masquerade and tell him that, you maybe you're working a really stressful job and that's why you look like you are the living dead.
Very dead. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be careful.
Please do. There's enough trouble in this city, and we've got hunters now, so any sort of weirdness, they're gonna zoom in on it.
Yeah.
But if you
Did
ever
you know
need a
that Max, the priest guy, threatened? Well, not really threatened. He said it nicely. He said that if Josh found out that I was, this, he would have to kill Josh.
was remarkably kind of Max. Usually he's a little bit more mean than that. But definitely just our world's dangerous, and when you add a mortal into the mix,
I understand. Just, I would probably get in the way of that.
well, naturally, you should keep him safe. It is, even though we should no longer be around them, it's kind of hard. They're still people we are deeply attached to. And he's always seemed very nice and at least kind.
Well, I don't really have much plans other than that. Is it okay if I hang out over here for a little bit?
Of course, I'm knitting because there's nothing out. Well, I'm crocheting. It's nothing better to do.
And I'm going to sit down and just sort of like join Mara watching TV, waiting to see if Thaddeus is gonna climb on my lap or something, but not like call. Just waiting, like making my lap very warm and inviting.
She's crocheting and she is watching some soap opera-esque show of which somebody is having. It is very obviously a good time that she is having. And out of the corner of your eye, you do see Thaddeus do his exaggerated stretch that he does before he just walks over Mara's lap, knitting and all, to go sit in your lap. And it's like a whomp when he sits down.
And I don't move because I know that the minute I move, he's gonna leave, and I want him to stay. So I'm pretty much stuck here for the rest of time until Thaddeus decides to move, as you do with all cats.
After about 5 minutes, you feel the kneading start on your leg, and he's in there for the long haul.
That's okay. I'll be here for a while. It's fine.
It's fine. And with that, I think we'll end tonight.